Welcome back to Newswatch.
An international blockbuster hit theaters this past weekend with a newly added dimension.
Joining us in the studio is Newswatch reporter Jake Updegraff.
He's here to talk about the movie's re-release and 100-year anniversary of the Titanic.
Thank you, Travis and Cambry. One of the most successful movies is back in theaters for its re-release. The film, Titanic, originally released in 1997, was directed by James Cameron. The Titanic was a worldwide success. During its time at the box office, the film scored earnings of $1.9 billion internationally. This weekend will mark the 100th anniversary of the Titanic sinking. The ship hit an iceberg in the late evening of April 14th, which eventually swallowed the ship and killed over 1,500 people. The movie's re-release is featured in its own 3D version. Since its current release, which includes a midnight showing scoring $425,000, the movie made an overwhelming $26 million this past weekend. Vice President of Yakima Theaters, Steve Mercy, says the response has been great considering it's a re-release. The only local theater showing the 3D version is the Majestic in Yakima. The movie will be playing in theaters for just 3 more weeks.
Thank you, Jake, for being here today and informing us of the re-release of this classic film.
I haven't seen Titanic.
You've never seen Titanic at all?
I think I've been living under a rock or something.
Yeah, I think you need to go check it out in Yakima then.
3D?
You definitely
Love 3D.
Yeah.
Love 3D. We now go back to Justin Rydens with a look at what you can expect when you leave your home tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Travis. Go see Titanic. But tomorrow, as the sun rises around 6:17 a.m., expect to see mostly sunny skies with a temperature of about 37 degrees. And you can also expect to see winds coming in from the northwest at about 7 miles per hour. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the sunrise is going to be at about 6:17, so it's going to be a little bit cold as you start your day off, but it'll heat up in no time. Travis and Cambry, back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Justin. And now it's time for our Kid Pick of the Week.
This week's Kid Pick comes from 5-year-old Riley. It's a picture of April showers bringing May flowers to Ellensburg.
Looks like she's hoping for beautiful flowers this spring.
Great job, Riley.
Those are really big flowers.
I know, I like them. I'm hoping that the rain will bring flowers.
Really small people, maybe. Those are giant flowers. That'd be pretty cool.
We are now going back to the original Ellensburg vandalism story that we tried to play earlier and we had some technical difficulties.
Vandalism has become a common thing on North Water Street and for Ammo. Large boulders in the road, pothole covers removed, fences smashed, car windows broken, and even a hand-carved lawn gnome was stolen. Ammo has come to the conclusion that vandals targeting the area are college students, and he believes the trend may be curbed if Central Washington University increases punishments for anyone caught in the act.
The city said they say that you should turn in a report every time, and they will increase patrols. Well, this isn't a case of needing more patrols. It's already heavily patrolled.
Ammo may be on the right track. According to Dan Hansberry, Ellensburg Police Captain, the general age group is 17 to 25, and the rates normally increase in the summer months. Besides increased paroles, the Ellensburg PD is looking into mobile camera systems that can be placed into heavily targeted areas.
In time, it becomes very annoying.
As for Ammo, he hopes that a university or some other authority can stop the vandalism. In the meantime, they're just dealing with it. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Macy Inger.
Now for our unusual stories of the week. Local police have arrested a man in Fort Wayne, Indiana for impersonating a police officer. 20-year-old Chadwick Vogley attempted to pull over a vehicle with flashing red and blue lights from his cell phone.
As Vogley pulled up to the vehicle laughing, he was surprised to find 2 off-duty police officers. If convicted, Vogley will be charged with a felony misdemeanor. Remember that time DMX impersonated an FBI agent and then he went to prison?
Oh,
You don't remember that? The story's
No.
kind of like that.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of Newswatch.
You can catch us weekly on channels 2 and 14 at 4, 7, and 11 p.m. If you're watching us on Channel 14, it is now produced and fully ran by the students of Central Washington University.
If you have any news, tips, or story ideas, email them to newswatch@cwu.edu.
You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook by searching CWU Newswatch.
Thank you for joining us, and tune in next week, Kittitas County.